In the news tonight, House of Representatives urges federal government to intervene in exorbitant costs of domestic airfares. Plus, linguists calls for promotion of indigenous languages in primary and secondary schools in Nigeria. Hello, good evening, and a warm welcome to the news this hour. I am Evelyn Badru Eku. This broadcast is streaming live on StarTimes Channel 103 and our social media platforms on YouTube and Facebook. You can log in for your trending news stories. And now details of the news. The federal government, through the Ministry of Aviation, has been asked to intervene in the exorbitant cost of domestic air tickets by affecting a 50% reduction in airport charges and auxiliary taxes. The House of Representatives, which passed the resolution at Thursday's plenary, is hoping that this will translate to a significant reduction in airfares to enable Nigerians to take advantage of air travel during the Yuletide. Adopting a motion by Representatives Obinna Ogwocha, the House called for a transparent assessment mechanism by the Ministry of Aviation to determine the actual operational costs for airplanes during the Yuletide.
The unprecedented rise in air travel costs is not mere anomaly in the market. It poses a direct threat to security, to life, to tradition that unite our society during this cherished festive moment. Further urge the government to show decisiveness as they did last year with road transporters in providing support.
What the airlines operators in Nigeria have done in the past 12 hours is completely uncalled for, and I stand with the content of this very motion that our operators, airline operators, should be called to order.
Landing cost has been increased, parking has been increased, even staying on the air, because we don't have a full total radar coverage. We should as well call on the aviation authorities to reduce the cost so that the airline operators will not be adding cost every day.
As long as they are not declared bankruptcy, Mr. Speaker, we must always think about the people, the Nigerian people.
Aside that, you are aware that the pressure on the airlines is because the roads are not safe.
Urge the federal government to reduce the airport and other auxiliary charges by 50% during the festive period only.
The House also drew attention to the plight of retirees and contribution under the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Fund Limited, who are facing delayed payment of their pension and gratuities while calling for action.
Review the operational activities of the NNPC Pension Fund Limited with a view to addressing issues surrounding delayed and non-payment of pension to NNPC retirees, scrutinize the financial records, investigate portfolios and asset management practices of the NNPC Pension Fund Limited, and to recommend sanctions where evidence of negligence, fraud or misappropriations are established.
Now, the management of University of Uyo is organizing the 124th lecture of the institution. The lecture, titled Cognitive Restructuring, a panacea for all-round development, will be delivered by Professor Patricia Enang, a professor of educational psychology, Department of Psychological Foundations of Education, Faculty of Education, University of Uyo. In a statement signed by the Registrar and Secretary to the Senate, Blossom Okorie indicates that the 124th inaugural lecture is scheduled for Monday, December 15, 2025 at the 1,000-seater TED Fund Auditorium Main Campus, Waiba Road, Uyo, by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Professor Anyeka Nofyong, on behalf of the Senate of the University, invites all members of Senate staff, students, the entire university community, and general public to the 124th inaugural lecture. Guests are to be seated by 2:45 in the afternoon. We now take a break. More reports when we return to stay.
The solution to your building and construction works is Regan Stones, dealer in chippings, hardcore, iron rods, cement, sharp sand, and blocks of all kinds. At Regan Stones, integrity is our watchword. We are equipped to deliver to you regardless of the quantity you desire. We scale every product with our weighing bridge so you can be rest assured of the exact quantity of products you buy from us. Our dedicated and committed staff, coupled with efficient automated vibrating machine, guarantee our unfailing delivery always. We have top-notch customer care services to attend to you in minutes. Locate us at Regan Stones, Goswell Akpabio Crescent, Shelter Afraid, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Our office line 0916-641-1972. Regan Stones, reliable and trusted. Regan Stones, quality beyond imagination.
Mind-blowing innovation in hospitality. Tastefully furnished rooms and apartments, cozy restaurant with local and continental dishes, exquisite bar, standard laundry and car wash, free Wi-Fi and 24-hour spa and water supply. Feel the superior quality of hospitality and luxury as you unwind and relish the comfort of life, all at the Silver Luxury Hotel, managed by Joy Hymns Limited, Itiam Utep Street, Plot 100 Units L, with Housing Estates, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For inquiries and reservations, please call 0806-840-1220 or 0701-661-7341. Silver Luxury Hotel, oasis of comfort.
Thank you for staying tuned. Now, indigenous languages are a vital part of a people's culture and identity. Despite its importance to any ethnic grouping, many individuals seem to speak their local languages with a struggle, preferring English language or the pidgin version of English. With the story not different among young Nigerians, what could be the reasons for this rising trend and what likely implications lie in the future? Yours truly reports.
How many languages can you speak?
I am an man for Ikorebene. So I speak Anang. I speak Ibibio. I speak Efuk. I was born in Calabar.
Studies reveal that Nigeria boasts of exceptional linguistic and ethnic diversity, with over 250 ethnic groups and a vast array of languages. From north to south, east to west, there are languages indigenous to the ethnic groupings. An indigenous language which is native to a particular region or mother tongue, which invariably the first language from mother to child, is an integral part of culture and tradition. But that seems to be facing a challenge in some homes, and that is a gradual decline. What are likely benefits?
time ago, I spoke with somebody about the language, the benefit of language, and he was like, no. But 2 weeks ago, he called me and said that he have seen the benefit of speaking the language because he was almost robbed. But when he said, in a language, they will kill me, and the other person said, oh, that's my brother, please let him, because that's the benefit of the language.
Thinking is done in mother tongue. Nobody thinks in English. You think in your native language. It's only your ability to understand maybe the lingua franca, like if you know it better, you can now express yourself better.
When you speak in your language, people around will not understand what you're saying. Sometimes you rebuke your child with your language. But if that child cannot understand what you're saying, it becomes a problem.
So how can speaking indigenous languages, especially the mother tongue, be achieved?
The parents at home should teach the children how to speak the language. For instance, they should help them to know how to call the names of things like peso, udang, plates, usan, so that when they come to school, they will be able to cope and understand it perfectly.
So what government needs to do is to still encourage the learning, the teaching, and the use of these indigenous languages by making sure at the primary level they use it as the instructional code.
Observers express fears about dangers posed by the extinction of indigenous languages.
If the government strictly allow teachers teach in Ibibio language or our cultural language, students will easily understand what they are being taught, because this enables free understanding during the lectures.
The policies of government have so much to do in protecting our languages, but today we can see that some government policies do not help matters. We know about the national policy on education, where the language of the immediate community has to be used as the educational language in the junior cadre, that's from the primary school. But government is not really doing that.
Inasmuch as some analysts put the blame on parents for failing to entrench communication via local languages with their wards, some parents support encouragement for younger generations to speak local languages as a way of preserving culture.
In Ibibio, a tree is called Eto. So anybody that looks at a tree now must first know that this is Eto before he now calls it a tree in English. So if you do not know your mother tongue, it will be difficult for you to be intelligent deep down. You will only be superficially intelligent. You will know a little bit of science and all those things, but if it's native wisdom, you may not really have.
The fate of indigenous languages hangs in the balance. Can we revive them to preserve our cultural identity? In Uyo, Evelyn Badu Epo, NTA News.
Apprenticeship has over the years created a pathway for specialization in different skills, and quite a number of youths in Uyo are keying into this process for economic independence. Blessing Thaddeus in this special report tells us more about this popular way of learning skills to earn a living.
A visit to some tailoring shops and salons in Uyo shows young apprentices learning different trades in a bid to change their lives and secure their future economically. From fashion designing to hairdressing, these youths are equipping themselves with different vocational skills. Some of the trainers affirm that apprenticeship gives the learners hands-on experience and helps them to understand real work situation.
You don't just come here to pay your money and at the end of it, you don't achieve anything. I'll make sure that you achieve what you want. Just start from somewhere. Before you know, you are there.
You just like you there. You just like you have to have interest on the style, the learning process. So once you sit down and focus, I think that is the only way you can capture whatever you came here for.
They say it also builds confidence and shows resilience of apprentices learning the trade, while they also try to enforce commitment of apprentices through various forms of discipline when the need arises.
Whatever thing you want to learn, you need to have passion first. Discipline is there, it's important. Without that, you can't meet it.
Since I was really determined, so that is how I got there.
Some Nigerians are of the view apprenticeship is a means of curbing unemployment and youth resiveness, encouraging parents to support their children who are interested in learning trade.
No matter what you do, you need to pay money so that you can learn, acquire the knowledge. Even if when you don't understand the thing, she will still teach you and make sure that you learn it before she can go to another step.
They all agree learning a trade might just be a pathway for self-reliance rather than wait for white-collar jobs. In Uyo, Blessing Thaddeus, NTA News.
Thank you, Blessing. Another break beckons to stay.
Every move you make this festive season radiate with joy. Glow Unlimited.
Rose Bay Hotel. Come, feel the luxury of our contemporary hotel. We offer lodging and accommodation. Stay at our deluxe executive and luxury suite for your comfort. Experience extravagant dining and delicious meals by expert chef. Lounge at our exquisite VIP bar. Enjoy 24 hours power supply with free Wi-Fi services. Our security system is top-notch to ensure your safety. Ample parking space and laundry services available. The ambience is serene to make your stay memorable. We are located at number 1 Julius Baji Road off House of Assembly Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For reservations, call 070-650-41139. Roseville Hotel, hospitality at its best.
Thank you for staying tuned. And on sports update, let's join Bright Ebocho for the latest in the world of sports.
Renowned American scout Catrell Kinney is currently in Nigeria to discover new basketball talents. He met with Eze Ifeanyi Eze, the interim chairman of the FCT Basketball Association, where they discussed talent discovery, development, and the obstacle young athletes face, especially the frequent denial of visas, which limits their chances abroad. After the meeting, both men expressed optimism, noting that the collaboration could mark a turning point for basketball development in the FCT.
It's a great honor for me to come and see the program and to meet with His Royal Highness and also the young people who he is helping to navigate.
I believe in the next couple of weeks or months, the result of this visit will start materializing.
The Nigerian Women's Football League has penalized Ekiti Queens after match officials were attacked during the home fixture against Edo Queens in Ado Ekiti. Following an investigation involving reports and video evidence, Ekiti Queens were found responsible for several breaches, including insufficient security, poor crowd management, and unsafe conditions. Consequently, the club was fined 2.5 million and mandated to host their next 3 home matches at a neutral venue, MKO Abiola Stadium in Abeokuta. The NW NWFL has urged all clubs and event organizers to step up security measures as the 2025-2026 season progresses. Meanwhile, the fixture between Niger Rattles and Bayelsa Queens, initially scheduled for Wednesday at Buhari Stadium, was deferred to Thursday at AM due to administrative issues. Bayelsa Queens secured a 5-0 victory in the game. And finally, European League action is set with several important matches across Europe. Dynamo Zagreb and Real Betis will face each other in a balanced contest, blending technical skill and home advantage. Rangers travel to Hungary for a challenging encounter with Ferencváros, while Ludogorets hosts PAOK in what promises to be a closely contested and tactical match. Midtjylland
and that's the news. Let's take a recap of the major stories. House of Representatives has urged federal government to intervene in exorbitant costs of domestic airfares. You also heard in the news that linguists have called for promotion of indigenous languages in primary and secondary schools in Nigeria. That's the news. Many thanks for watching. The news translation comes up shortly. From me, it's good night.
From the House of Representatives, Seboya, Kambo Kaidenyan, a Kreboge Yom Fra, Songra, Iskaisan Gobomofam. Mentaka Fang Usemusem, Eboyak, Ekbebme, Usun Susem, Gumufong with primary and secondary Kidenyan. Kang in the song, by a good member singing in Yambubre Yumi, Minkere Wisdom Checkup. A Kambo Kaidenyan, a Buyoke, for Utumasem Babang. Utum ubong from Kirinyan, Ebo Yayom Fran, Songra, Ukaisang, Kefang Ubomofum, Mato, Emana Suamura, Sembono Wigbe, Kawa Ubomofum. Ufong buried at the House of Representatives, Skinny, Ekeno, Kembono Mo, Katoze, Emaibo Kemi, Ayanam Yamana Suo, a Cosembono Wigbe, Kini Edikaisang, Kini of Sorokapiswam. Kini Eke Tangi Komi, Obina. Ukucha amatangabo kedinam nen po ayawam kenwa ubomofum dienanam yaidion atawwa ana tembuno wekbe ekaisan kini okapiswa amo manyo anam yak mbuno weni fyo banga memfra sembun simai ki pongdum kenutum okok edion te Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Pension Fund Limited eni ke mention siomfna akene na wi mikbe mo akok pongdum Kini benan tekbe. Bongko nam yaidion kufong wen tai fioyo ayaitum nutumuk bemponye dion kati inaugural lecture ayo nutumiki kit made mina. Upem pomi kena ambotang ado tai fio Patricia enang adi no upem pomi edi tumo kufong wen tai fioyo ken weda wen no for tumodo mablos am curious no awrobo Kupem pomi edi reitie ke monde du senafion e fot ke fion December senekemi ki tie so kasini mo kupem boro ke mo fong wala nya ba kusong wangi ba ken kanika itawe meyu Oriana itubo mo fong wala sem po ba andu tumutu matai fiok ania kana fion ki won mi bo fong wala do kut mi bo ni to fong wet bun sinang utum do akoram buidong abo ya ken di wana ken nutumu kupem boro Ebo yak mi senewo ekrebo ke tie ke mi tie mo ken kaneka efat aminite efat ayak ari mi angkari kaita adik pe bo otem ke mi swa si bo yo ke musale madong usongket ari nam yam bono we ri on bo otem ayon wam mi wat si bangaku yo dia ke mo arika esnidem ke di nam nutuma memba atu le dependan nutumu furu ayon ai ba kidem o kombok ngin ke sanga-sanga bo mi anam ya idiong men siun su song nam mi wat ekpe bo bo tum ku song ken me kena wan mammo ya ko mo mi tu kombok
adika mention sheet yese kama from yo ina midet biku yo awrobo kan to ekbe mention sheet mba to ari buon daudu mo anyo ma mo kinisu edika yese kama from mit yese na midet awrobo kan mi wala mi enampo adikan bu ka ya wa mo kedi ni mention sheet ba otum usumbun sino mi wala mi upep etabo ka mo dik be butum I wam ni mo ku songket dina yo wam bon sik be butum mi dit yo atautum amoy na makusen amoy tabo ka wam mo ku songken meken adit yo muto utum sem mo na ndien awam mo adinam ko ngonda ka mention su song ba turo en wam ide mo anyo wam bonosen usumbo edin nyen etabo ka dik be butum aru songket aditre unano utum keiden nyen ayo atre mi wadi sin temaka mention susong de yo asunudong eno muyen to inebu ya mo ekrebu ke non dito mo ke ni udong adik butum ya ke be mention su ubokutum amo nyemebu ke dik be butum ado usong ket adinam ya wo ba kidem ututu ke disanga ke mo fo utum kereket jemutum makara wisdom Jacob
Kangen bon di trem bong mu bre yo mi ro tu ngai ka du ba sen bon ri tem ki ko frefen member mi tenyan tu tinero esere